You hit? Thank you. Okay. Vavim cholu tanesim elu b'Shabbos. If any of the dalat tanesim fall out on Shabbos, doichanois and la'achar Shabbos, we push it off to after Shabbos. Avalim chol asara b'tevis berev Shabbos. But if the 10th of Tevis falls out on Shabbos, Hisanan Mashlimin, and you fast and you finish the fast. It's like this thing that people think that you're not allowed to none of the fasts. You can't fast on a Friday. You're allowed to fast on a Friday. If the fast would fall out on Friday, they just don't fall out on Friday. The only one that could fall out on Friday is the Asar B'Tevis. This is very negaya. There's a lot of people got married this past week to get in before the 3 weeks. So what did the chassan and kala do? Even though Sheva Brachas is like a Yom Tiv, Kamakam Chayiv Lasanas, the Chayiv to fast. Kivan to a regal Shaloi Habi regal to Yochid, since it's a private Yom Tiv, also Avelus for Tainus the Rabbim, comes the Avelus and the Tainus of the public, Badachila pushes it off. Oid Hoksiv, Im Loy Alas, Yushalayim, Al Rosh Simchasi. Says if it's there, it says I'm talking about Yerushalayim, Al Rosh Simchasi. So Avada, you should fast for Yerushalayim when even during Sheva Brachas. But there are makilim, so we're definitely more makel for them than in normal circumstances. There's a difference between the three Tanaisim and Tisha B'Av. B'shloisha Tanaisim Rishonim Eichlim B'Layla Shalifneim Ad Sheyalo Amar Shachar. Our minig is to eat tonight before Alois. But that's only, I think it's tonight's text that went up before Shabbos. That's only if you didn't sleep a Shinas Keva. Meaning, if you want to get up tomorrow morning and you want to eat. If you went for a night's sleep, you can't do it. But if you do sleep a Shinas Keva, it's also to eat and drink. Unless you make a Tanai before that you are gonna drink and eat before you go to sleep. Meaning you make the Tanai before you go to sleep that you're not being makabel the tinus when you go to sleep.
By the time we finished all the shiurim, it's not a long sleep anyway.
That's right. And camp too, like camps. These guys are up till who knows when anyway. So you might as well just saying, what are you gonna do? Go to sleep at 2 and then wake up at 4, right? And if the normal thing to do is to drink after you sleep, which is I think most people, you don't have to make a tonight on the drinking, only on the eating. But Tisha B'Av, you need to be mafsik mi ba'ayid yom shalafanov. By the way, there are shitas that say that really we're supposed to start the fast tonight. We're supposed to start it tonight. We just don't do it. Like that's the way to makabel it. So, but there is an Inyan to fast tonight.
I guess that's too late. I already ate.
Yeah, it's not always an Indian, but there are things people that say it. There are all these things are mutter. Tishabav asurim bekulan. Tishabav they're all asur. Mishu bal nefesh v'adam bari, and somebody who's healthy. Yachmer bekulan kamay b'tishabav. He should be machmer on all these things like on Tishabav. Right? Barak b'nilas asandal la yachmer, but not about taking off your shoes. Shemchuka v'tulu, because the people are just going to laugh at you. But everything else, you should try and keep it. With Tasha Shamitu, whom you lel tefillah, and Tasha Shamita, if it's lel tefillah, yikaim aynasa b'gimel tinius and rishinus, then he should be together with the first 3 tanesim. Fine. Test. Oidiyesh kula b'gimel tanisim and rishinus. There's another kula. Is the ubras umanikus. This is the shaila of the night and tomorrow, especially these ladies that text like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Do I have to fast today? Right. The ubras umanikus and mitztyrus patura milasanas. Pregnant women and nursing women who are in pain are potter from fasting.
I'll just take off some.
Now, there's an interesting way to teach that. Do you teach it as uberasum and nikos hamitstaras, meaning pregnant and nursing women who have pain? Or is it uberasum and nikos, they all have pain, and therefore they're potter, right? That's a big, the Chassidim learn it like that it means that they all have pain and they're all potter. The Litvish, the Starka Litvish say no. If the pregnant woman is in pain, then she doesn't have to fast. But Stam, a pregnant woman should also fast. Even though there's no sakana, should not fast. Even somebody who's not fasting should not have tainug. Only eat enough for his health. Even though they're not chayav to fast, if they have a little bit of das, here you go, Paris, that answers your question. You should be mechanach them. They should just have bread and water. The sabal and matzibur to be in the sabal and matzibur, meaning they should have. You don't want to give out treats and that type of thing on a fast day. You're not allowed to wash out your mouth. And listen to this, and saliva. If it's possible to spit it out, spit it out. If not, then you can swallow it. Even in Yom Kippur, because you're not having kavana for hana. To taste Michael, even if you're going to spit it out, also b'tainas tzibur, it's also in the tainas tzibur, unless it's for a sudas mitzvah. If it's for a sudas mitzvah, then it's allowed. But a personal tainas in mekabel on yourself, you're allowed to taste it and to spit it out. And washing out your mouth, it's mutter with a tainas yachid. Fine. Yud Aleph, mitzvah kol adas Yisrael shal kol tzara shaloi tovei. It's a mitzvah on Gans Klal Yisrael on a tzara. Now shaloi tovei is a lashon naki, meaning a lashon sagi nor. Meaning we don't want to say tzara that comes. We want to say that there's a mitzvah of Klal Yisrael when they do when shaloi tovei yisanu v'yispalalu al tzarasim l'fnei Hashem yisbarach shemoi. That you have to fast and daven on the tzaras and daven in front of Hashem. The main is Latinis, and if it's not a time that you can fast, you're going hardadofim, meaning people that are being chased, that they're not able to fast because you're on the run, so you shouldn't be fasting. Like these are the soldiers that are working, right? So they shouldn't be fasting. They should be makabel on themselves that they'll break their tanis when they get saved. But after them, and then it's going to be looked at like as if they're fasting now. But the Daniel, the Siv.
Say a little about give Bobby a kiss.
The Siv. Yomer Eli Altira Daniel Kimin Ayomer Rishon Asher Nasates Lipka Lohaven Lasanes Lefnedekecha Nishmu Devarecha. So meaning basically you got to fast on all tzaras that they shouldn't come, but not if it's going to negatively affect you. So nowadays we don't do these type of things. We don't really fast so much. What we do is you learn more. You daven, you say Tillit, tzedakah. I'm just finishing. Yeah. All righty. We'll stop over there. If you notice, it got quite loud back here. It's time to. It's time. Ain't no Avelis going on over here tonight. At least right now.